Yo, welcome in. What's up, Dirt? Yeah, dude, you can drive it. Welcome in. I don't have a license. What the hell? I ended up not using an animation, like what we were doing on stream yesterday with the whole animation or whatever. I just rewrote it all. Because I hated it. But now it supports like sending multiple at the same time. So like you'll have upgrades, well, where you can send like right now I have it at 2. I can set it to 3, and it'll send like 3 crates at a time. Yeah, it's all with math, exactly. And now it'll send 3 at a time, you know? Yeah, this is just math, and then this little hop thing here, I just did like a tiny little bit of like just my own little physics. It doesn't take much, it's just like, and I just like once it gets to a certain point, we just turn on the physics and it just will do very basic. Yeah, the using the animations was honestly so jank. I like this a lot better because I'm able to like, you know, send multiple at a time, speed things up. What do you mean bet? Okay, so what we need to do, and I did this a little bit yesterday with the old crate, but I need to have transfer it over. We need to make it so that you can interact with the crates. Like press E to buy them, and then they would go to your inventory, and then finally you would actually place them down in the slots. And then we could actually do the, you know, tower defense part. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I'm reading. I see Twitch chat. Barely. We also need to make this thing actually move too. But I don't really care about that right now. So let's make the crates interactable. And I actually did some of that already. Yeah, probably, yeah. That's what I was thinking, at least. I mean, I just kind of was like, it'd be cool if you could do that, so I made it so that you could. Yeah. So I was looking at other games, actually, and it looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, the crates that come out of here aren't mutated by default. They get mutated when they open / hatch or whatever, correct? Like, it wouldn't be like a mutated, you know, whatever, Blood Moon basic crate. It would be whatever comes out. Is that correct? Because right now it's just like picking a crate, and there's nothing inherently special about the crate it picks. They do that, okay. Pens. Yeah, because I was looking at the My Tycoon Farm and then also the fishing brain rots. And both of them, it looked like it was just, you know, what you see is exactly what it is. And then it's like there is nothing special about it initially, as far as I can tell. But what do I know? I don't know. I also noticed that they have like stealing in their games, but the stealing is just fake. It doesn't actually do anything. Like when you steal from someone, it just like clones it and doesn't actually steal from them. You just get the item that they had, which was interesting. Okay, cool. I don't know why your messages are getting automated, but a genius mechanical engineer? I would not say I'm a genius mechanical engineer. Yeah. Fair, fair, fair. Okay, cool. So let's make the crates interactable. Why am I so cool? I don't know. Yeah, so I pretty much already did this. So I'm just gonna copy it from the old crate and just paste it into the new one. And it should just work. And we're using React for this too. I mean, you could like, but when you could do it either way, like it's honestly up to you. And then let me say self-change or destroy. And then we need to pass in if you're the local player or not, right here. And that should do it. Because obviously you only want to interact with your own. Okay, cool. Now it has that little proximity prompt and it highlights also. And then there should be a billboard GUI somewhere in here. I don't think they're getting... Good work, actually. Not entirely sure why that doesn't show. Oh. Okay. Will we have some issues? We've been working on... We've done this for, this is the third stream starting today, so... Yeah, exactly, Mez. It's pretty slop, but... I do join his streams sometimes. Oh, I forgot my Red Bull. One sec. Or I join the chat sometimes. One sec. Okay. So, what is the deal here? This should work. Oh, it's because the parent isn't workspace when we're initially setting it. Almost positive on that. We can just do this when we initially parent it. Just do that. Bro, shut up. I hate that it does that. Dude, like, shut up. I'll just do this. Model will be this and any. Yeah, it's my full time. I do Roblox full time. Is your Lua LSP broken today? Mine's fine, but hey, Altmox. Mine's fine, but I also have a weird version of Lua LSP because I forked mine because I wanted to edit it for React to get autocomplete. What's up, Altmox? Nihilus came to say hi. Hi, Nala. I think it's like YouTube is really weird. YouTube will like automod anything, usernames included. It's really bizarre. Okay, that should be good now. I'm pretty sure it's username, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's obviously move that up a bit, and then we're chilling. Yeah, close to 10K. Face reveal at 10K. Exciting. Okay, cool. So when we first off, we need to actually populate these whatever. So let's do that. Let me commit this though. Let me get rid of the old crate. And then commit new crate logic. Moving on from crash routes, it flopped. Hey, Ritar. Yeah, I see everything solo. Bad game design. It was my fault. I didn't, I mean, obviously it's my fault, but I didn't make it Roblox enough. Yeah, PYX. Similar. Okay, so when we add crate, I think all we need to do is add the crate ID. So self dot crate ID. And then inside of this function, instead of it being create data, it'll be create ID, which will be a string. Yep. Cool. And then inside of create billboards, this will be create ID. Yeah, that's fine. And then to get create info, let's just create info will just be create get create info props create ID. I don't know if we need to put like crate at the end of everything. What? I don't know if we should put crate at the end or not. Redundant. Let's just do that. And then let's add name here. Like that. And the tier will be based off of odds. So I feel like I should create some kind of game items new file. Let's just call this tiers. And then I'll just do name is common. Gradient will be some color sequence. Dude. And then what else do we need? Oh, minimum odds. I mean, common should be everything, right? Yeah, too. Like theoretically, there'd be like uncommon. Odds would be like anything 1 in 10 or greater would be uncommon or something like that. I don't know. And then we would just, okay, yeah. And then I'll make local sorted tiers. I don't work out. I walked to Chipotle, if that counts. Yeah, bro, I don't know. If odds less than required odds for that, then we just return that. Cool. Dude, I keep on like firing some random BS. Boosting chance by getting the best rarities, but scale all of them by the same amount. Yeah, you have to be careful with luck and how you implement it. I've got a lot of experience from Tardfen's RNG in that regards. And let's make a function. Let me put your data dot tier ID, and then we can. Yeah, that's better. And then just do that. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay, cool. So we'll use this tiers thing and basically get your data will be tiers, get tier data for odds, and it'll be create info dot odds. And odds is weight over total weight. That's good. Recommend using replica service. I don't use it. I know a lot of people do. So maybe. I honestly am not sure. Doesn't he use replica? And then we're gonna need like a format, price kind of thing. Oh shoot! I actually want to keep that. I want this to be the createinfo.cost. I mean, PYX, is it actually an issue? Or is it just something that, like, bothers you, so you'd want to refactor it? Alright, big man, you gotta chill, dude. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's a real person, so I'm just gonna time out for 30 minutes, and then we'll see. Dude, I don't know. They're talking about lava lamps, and I know what he's referencing, but it feels like rage bait at that point. Ref would refer to the instance that React is creating. No, literally, the typing was insane. Okay. Your data. No, I don't really use breakpoints that often, or really ever. It's also just annoying with like the VS Code workflow because you actually have to go into like the Roblox scripts. So. And that. Oh, I need to format cost is what I need. Arrow. I just do abbreviate. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Missed the stream. Replayed my game 2 days ago. Wait, which game, POX? Wait, that's your game? Good shit. That's... Now I get your message earlier. Dude, yeah, no, good stuff. I'm literally basing this game off that loop, obviously. I'm sure you could tell. Making kind of a tower defense version with that kind of same loop. Good stuff, dude. And congrats on the success. You make robots? Yeah. I used to. I was in robotics in high school and did a lot in college too. Alright, we have abbreviate, and then let's go to somewhere. Variable boards. And we can just go to cost, and we can just say abbreviate the cost and put a dollar sign. Yeah. Okay, cool. And now, hopefully this works. Nice. Title is funny. I mean, it's the truth. I feel like silver. Oh, maybe it's not actually. Stravent plugin? No. Stravent. That sounds very familiar. And then we'll adjust the weights and all that crap later. Oh, gap flavors. Okay, yeah. I mean, I've used those before. Okay. So that works. Let's make it so you can actually grab the crates. Or we could design some cool crates. I actually feel like doing that. And now we don't need any of that crap. Oh yeah, links don't work on YouTube. YouTube is so weird. Something like that. And then... yeah, that's fine. Grab all these. Good enough. And then let's make gold. I actually think silver's a bit big. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but when? The later crates, like more rare crates, will be a lot cooler than this. These are just going to be like recolors, kind of lame, but the more rare ones will be like actually interesting. Hey, code. Yeah, probably some kind of events too, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of just making it up as I go. Yeah, okay, that's good enough for now. I know they like aren't super cool, but they'll get better as we go on. These are kind of just like the beginning crates. kind of just want to see them in here. Nice. Oh, we never gave it a name. These ones. Name is gold. I almost feel like we actually do want crate here. Because some future things won't necessarily be a crate. Like, for example, in Tower Defense RNG, we have Cosmic Wishes. And it just fills it out a little bit better. How long do you think this game is going to take to finish? I don't know. This should be... I mean, this is a pretty, like... I say it in the title, slop game. I kind of just want to do something easy and quick. So... this should not be, you know... 6 months or anything crazy like that. Yeah, and we'll adjust the odds and obviously and that kind of stuff. So, but right now that is good enough. Okay, I'm happy with it. Let's make it so that when you click E, it goes to your inventory. And before I do that, let me understand how other games have their inventory set up. Yeah, I think so, Spike. I'll probably do something like that. Okay. Let's hop into... How do you usually approach balancing games like this? Honestly, just by feel. Let's hop into my fishing brain rots real quick. Shout out. And let's see how their inventory is set up. So you can sit here and get multiple eggs, right? Oh. Yeah, you can just buy probably a bunch. And you can also have brain rods. And they kind of just fulfill the same. Okay, interesting. Oh. Interesting. I stole this from someone. Okay, I think I get it. I find it easier to use React, yeah. But, I mean, there's a huge learning curve, obviously. So for someone that's not familiar with React, it'll be a lot harder. You got search and everything. Okay, cool. Let me just do a little bit of this. So let's design the inventory and data template. Inventory. Inside your inventory, yeah, I mean, it's all about like, I don't know. That's kind of like a learning curve, to be honest, because you can make components that have whatever defaults you want. I've never used test service, I don't know. Oh, is test service something you made? I'm not sure then. So inside your inventory, you're gonna have crates. And these will be, should they be unique? Or should it just be like wooden equals 12? Like you have 12 wooden. Or should it be like some unique key equals, and then it would be like ID is wooden, like this would be better if there are mutations on the crate themselves. But if they're just crates and nothing else, then we wouldn't need to do that. And honestly, the way I'm leaning is that they're just crates and nothing else, and then the mutations happen after to the actual tower. I think the crates themselves will just be their own thing. Like, they'll just be, you have 12 wooden or whatever. I don't think those need to be specific or unique. But then for your actual towers, they would need to be. So it'd say like unique key is, and then we'd have like ID would be like canon, and it would be, yeah, mutations is this, and whatever placement, you get the point. I think this is probably the better way to do it. And then when you open the crate, you get one of these unique keys that go for your to your inventory. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what I'll do is so when someone tries to buy a crate, that's what we need. So when you activate crate client, the proximity prompt triggered, we then need to tell the server, hey, I'm trying to buy this crate. I'll say plot service plot service client. Oh, can I not do that? Yeah, I cannot do that. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Cope. What we can do is add in a bit of dependency injection into this. And then just when the crate is created, we say, I'll just say this, local crate is this, and then crate, let me say local is local player, and then if is local player, then crate on bot. Function create on bot. Will be this. And then, so we're just going to kind of override this function. I'll just say function create on bot. Like that. And then inside of here, we'll just call self on bot. And then it won't actually run this function because we're going to override it inside of the plot. And we'll just say create on bot, self networker fire by crate ID. Actually create index is what we actually want. This just be I. No, I. I don't like how many indents we have here, but this is fun. It's going. I ended up cleaning up. We're not using animations anymore for this. Because I was hating it. It was gross. So I changed it so that it's not using animations anymore. And it's just all math. I don't use Flipper, I use Ripple. Yeah, it's literally just math. Even this little hop. I do like a little like tiny physics sim kind of deal. Not really physics because no collisions, but like kinematics, I guess. Yeah, I think it looks nice. It doesn't have like the smooth like stop whatever that the animation had, but it's good enough. What font do you use for UI? I use Builder Sans Extra Bold for literally everything. Yeah, Ripple's awesome. I really like it. Nope. No tweens. This is just purely math. You can see it actually here in this update function. They have some velocity and they have some goal, basically. Get goal. Depending on how many crates spawn, they have different goals and their index. Yeah, it's a lot better than that stupid animation I was doing. That was gross. I really disliked that. Yeah, and this way it's like way easier. Like right now I'm spawning 3, but if I wanted to, like we could spawn 2 instead. Like because I plan on doing like upgrades and stuff like that. So like now it's 2 and it's like still centered, you know what I mean? A lot cleaner in my opinion. Interesting project layout. What's the idea behind it? Everything is grouped by feature. So you're able to have like your service and client right next to each other, like plot service client, plot service server. But then in Studio, it will map things to their correct spots. So you can see plot service server is under server script service, and if I go to plot service client, that's under replicate storage. So like it still has everything in your development environment next to each other, but then it's not actually putting like server and client stuff right next to each other, so your game can't get like downloaded essentially. Yeah, I have it open sourced also. A different version of this, but very similar. It's called Generahotree on my GitHub. This is a new version that I'm trying out that I made like a week or 2 ago. Yeah, RL, for real. Play update, Generahotree. I won't update it. I'll just probably upload this new version of it, because it's kind of down to preference at this point. They accomplished the same thing. I just wanted to do this layout instead of the other one. Yeah, I like this structure as well. Okay, so when you buy a crate, this is then being called. I don't like this, but whatever. So yeah, I will upload it to GitHub. What's the app folder? This is for like top level UI basically. It's like mounting the initial UI, creating story. Basically the top level UI that's not the startup, if that makes sense. This is grabbing the roots of all the other ones. Yeah, dude, Copilot got a lot better since last time I used it. Like, way better. I've had it turned off for, like, maybe a month. And I turned it on yesterday, and I was kind of blown away with how much better it got. It's able to, like, change stuff in line. And not necessarily on, like, the line that you're at anymore. So it's like actually pretty damn good. Still is annoying half the time, but I mean, it's debatable if it's still something good, I would say, but they've done something about that. I still would switch to Linux in a heartbeat if I could. Codex integration into VS Code is good. I have messed around with Codex on like the actual web. Like I can like it's linked to repositories, and I can like say do X whatever, and it will, you know, spend a couple minutes doing it. I've never done it like in the actual IDE before though. So we're gonna use my data service here. So if data service get player currency is less than cost, then return false. I don't want to do create change. I want to say create bots at create index. Tremendous. And then we'd have to add it to your inventory here. So we'll do that in just a sec. Yeah, it should be good. And I still need to fix this, but I'm just gonna do that for now. Yeah, dude, Copilot seems way smarter. They did something recently. I don't know when this update came, but it's a lot better. Okay, and then here we would add it to the inventory. That's actually fun. Okay, let me give myself a bunch of cash. I'll just say data service on player init. And I'll just say data dot currency equals 1 million. Nice. Definitely want to have like it be a hold by, not just instantly, but yeah, let's make it so that there's a hold by instead. Rocks dot, what's it called? Hold duration. Make 1 second. And then we'd add it to your inventory. I'm gonna make a new feature here called inventory. They're both good, Joseph. Fusion's way easier in my opinion, but they both accomplish the same thing. What's up, Code Cadre? Why it works for you, bro? When you creating the new networker, you just keep it as. This is what the client has access to. So if I added self.add crate here, the client would be able to add crates to themselves, which I don't want. Eventually, we'll probably have like, you know, delete this item from your inventory, which the client should have access to, that kind of thing. It is internally Pega using profile store, yeah. Okay. So then inside of plot server, we can say inventory server, add crate, player crate ID. We got Nico here. Had both cats this stream. Rare. Other one's behind me. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can kind of. You're like right there. I have 2 cats. Okay, so this should work now. We had the crate, yada yada yada. We probably want to like say equip the crate also. But we need to make the inventory UI. No, I'm not gonna use the Roblox one. I'd rather just make it myself. Hey, Nico! I'm gonna attack the camera. I actually don't know what I need yet. Okay. What? Why is UI apps bad? Okay, I don't have like any of my books and stuff that I've used. Other projects. Wrong project. Data state. Light out frame. Look who's back. Daddy. I need to like... Bless you. What's up, dude? I need to find... Yeah, I wanted to make an isolated screen thing. So I wanted to do... I guess I don't really need to be doing this whole thing right now. We can kind of figure this out later. Or off stream. So what I'm gonna do is... I don't need to bore you guys with that. Hey, Robo. What do we want this to even look like? I don't want to do stud UI. I feel like that's gross. I like try to defense RNG. Yeah, we could do that. Can I just mess around and like create like a button or something? kind of a hard mix. Hey, Shane. I feel like this or like that. Yeah, someone did somehow raid me yesterday. I have no idea how they did it. I don't know. Do we want to do like this is like a very anime style. But this game is not like that at all. I need some inspiration. I don't think I want to do stud UI. Yeah, I know. This is like just like Tardivan's RNG. What if we did... Oops. I don't like hexagons. maybe do like almost app looking icons. Not bad. I don't know if I want to do that though. Let me just play a couple Roblox games, get a feel. I mean, this is just that one asset pack and that's it. I don't know. Is the crappy UI kind of part of the experience in these slop games? Not this. This isn't a slop game. I meant in other. Aren't these bots? I'm pretty sure they are. Like almost positive these are bots because these are not real humans. Because I'm literally God. Ah. Definitely makes you feel like you're insane though. What kind of UI do they have? I mean, they just have the most basic UI possible. Interesting. The service based utility seems clutter. I mean, you're honestly not wrong. Like, UI doesn't matter, looks don't matter. As long as it's intuitive, literally the only thing that matters. And dopamine inducing. Yeah, they said basic. Dud. UI. Hey! Oh, it's Co. Where's your base? Bro, you don't even have any. I was gonna steal from you. Oh, like your base? Can you please put some music? There should be music. I think it's just really quiet. I can turn it up. Oh, this is what I was just playing. Um, There's Q. Yeah, dude. Everyone does not have like stylized UI. It's just is that just the meta now? Like literally just not crazy though. Not. Simple is better, yeah. I guess so. Bro, I know, bless you. Ah, you go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just doing that. Just the most basic thing possible, but oh well. Oh well. Yeah, Crash Bots is over. Moving on and forgetting. It was. Why did it flop? It was just a core loop, not Roblox enough, in my opinion. I stayed too true to the mobile game. I should have designed it for Roblox, but I learned a lot. It was a good time. I don't regret like time spent on it at all. Yeah, exactly. Let's do. Um. Hello, John Divers. I guess the inventory button is... It's like just a darker kind of something like this. I did a couple months ago, Rosie. Yeah, essentially, yeah. Dude, I don't know how I want to set this up. One sec. I'd rather just make it myself, Robo. All right, I'll check it out. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make it myself. So our crates, it's just weird because you have like an inventory and then you have a hotbar. Yeah, it kind of is just the same thing. I just don't know what is actually in the hotbar, like, and how it determines. Is it just like the most? Is it sorted by recently used? Like, is it just the most recent? Whatever gets in there first? Okay. So then we need to do like... You fill the hotbar, then the inventory. Okay. Yeah, you will rescue. I'm thinking through it all in my head right now. Give me a sec. So this will be... Like, it could be like wooden, or it could be some unique ID. Or it would then be nil, but then this will be an issue when I try and save it. Because there's an empty, so it'll just cut this off. So we essentially need to save the keys as strings from 1 through 9. Because arrays are just awful in Lua when saving it, because they get cut off when turning it into JSON. So So we have like 3 things. Hotbar, inventory, and they have like a little like open, and you're able to drag and drop freely within here. This fills up first. Whenever you interact with something, it'll fill up until you get to the 9th slot. At that point, anything will just immediately go here. But everything is technically just going to the inventory regardless. It's just if you have something open in your hotbar, it'll go there. You're not actually transferring any data between here. It's just visually what's shown. So I'll do hotbar. And then inside of this, we'll also have inventory. Which will only be visible if open. Otherwise, hotbar is always visible. Hotbar, I think we show all of them if your inventory is open, so you can like put it onto specific slots then. And then also, I'm not gonna read chat for a bit. I kind of want to lock in. Also, we need the open button. So like open button, which will just be a button. Okay. So the hotbar is always there and it's at the bottom, so this will have a size of EIM2 from scale. I guess for now. And then anchor point is always at the bottom. Yup. This position will be 0.67. And then this size wouldn't be 1, but we can just chill with that for a sec. And then I'm just gonna like copy theirs for now. Background transparency 0.5. Background color 3 is just gonna be something like that. And then we'll add a text in here. Don't need this, and then we can say stroke. That. Don't need that. We can put this at like 0.7. Anchor point 5 for position. Okay, what does that look like? Dude, I don't like... It's like it just doesn't work. But horse cat doesn't work either. Because it can't require ripple for some reason. So annoying. Dude, I don't know. It just doesn't work. Like, it's there. But it just doesn't work in UI Labs for some reason. I've had nothing but issues with UI Labs. But Ripple doesn't work with Horsecat for some reason. I miss my Horsecat. I was having this issue earlier with UI Labs. And I didn't really know what to do. In UI Labs print? I can print in the story, I guess. Like, it's just not there. But it is there. Well, yeah, it's like not getting here for some reason. How do I fork Horsecat? I would rather do that than just fix whatever the bug is. I'm doing it wrong? Return a table. Wait, for real? I've never had an issue with this, though. And what sucks is I know if I restart Studio, it will work. But I don't want to do that. Like, it should just work. Okay, let's see where the actual error is. Plugin components preview 145. Error requiring story. It's next nil with connect. Other script. I just want to use horsecat, dude. It's annoying. Because there's like some weird thing going on with Ripple where it just errors on the very first line. I don't really get why though. I haven't actually looked into it. And it only happens on the new Ripple. Is it because they're doing string requires? That's probably why. It's almost definitely why. Right? If I change this to... Is it now going to happen on line 2 instead? Oops. This is for package. Alright, I can change it. Interesting though. It's annoying. Why won't... Do I not create the root then? I just pass in this, and I don't say render, root render. I don't have to do any of that now? Is that what you're saying? before I start this video. Yeah, dude, it just straight up doesn't work. Oh, it's so annoying. And then if I like go back to how I was just doing it, it'll probably work now, but then it'll break in like 5 minutes. Or not. Dude, this is why Horsecat was so much better. Did not work with string GUIs. So annoying. If I just get rid of this, I'm literally just gonna comment this out. And this. And I'm gonna figure it out later. Oh, but this uses Spring. Oh my god. I'm using the new Ripple. That's the issue. What's different? I don't know, but it doesn't work with Horsecat. I mean, like, what? Dude, this is actually so infuriating. Why? It's not even showing up in HorseCat display either. Also doesn't make any sense. Alright, bro. I don't know. I'm ending stream. This is making me mad. I'm just gonna figure it out off stream. So, goodbye. Abrupt ending, I know. But, can't be asked. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Oh, Derp is streaming. I'll send everyone over to him, I hope. I don't know how. I'm just gonna link it in chat. Go watch Derp. Goodbye.